If you're looking for one of the best Premiere Pro plugins, this one is probably my favorite. Let's hop into it. Here we have FireCut, which is a direct plugin into Premiere Pro. I know they just came out with a web version and you can do a couple of these things on there, but here you have the full suite of services and it's actually laid out in a way that would be a typical workflow for maybe a YouTube video or some talking head social media reels, which I do quite a bit of for myself and for clients. And here you would remove silences, remove fillers, remove repetitions, and then remove profanity if you want to do that. And then you can add dynamic zooms, add chapters if you want to, like for YouTube videos, and then add captions, which is the one that I love to do, and it's super easy as well. So for this video, let me go ahead and click on captions, and then we do a full sequence, English, and if there's any special words or like a business name, when the system goes through the listening to it and the transcribing it, it'll actually label that business or that special word as that word the way you spelt it, which is a really cool feature. And then you hit transcribe. All right, and it does it pretty quickly. And then I just go ahead and click on the edit transcribe. I listen through the video and I look at the words and make sure they're all spelt correctly. And this is the best place to edit them for certain pre-made captions that FireCut comes with. You can't really change them easily. You have to just redo the entire thing, which is still pretty fast with this system, but just a word of caution. Here you have presets that they've already made. And so typical Hormozy, Hormozy Double, Ali, Abdal, Smosh, I don't know who does that one. Mr. Beast Pop-Up FireCut is the one that they put together, and Iman Gadzi, and then a couple of different ones that they have here. I really like Golden Q, depending on the vibe of the client as well. In this one, he is an entrepreneur, and I just feel like it fits him pretty well. You can change a bunch of this stuff here with font, emphasize words, outline box, shadows. You can add all these things to the preset that you actually like. You can add emojis if you like, and then you can edit the entire animation. So if you don't like what the preset color does, you can change that. You can add a glow or an outline. There are so many features that you can change on here. I just like to keep it pretty bare bones. Now for tracks, you can add a new track, which is pretty simple, or if you know the exact caption track that you want to lay it on, then you can actually select that here. And then I just save to the project directly and not a choose location. What if I change computers? Then it's already in the project file. Add styled captions and we are good to go. Look how fast this is. And you can see it just put all the captions right on top, and then you can review it. You can reposition these higher or lower if you need to, but this particular preset actually has it in a really good spot. That's why I just like using it so well. And if I like it so much, I tend to just change the font if I'm working with a different client and I just don't like that and it doesn't fit the project work. And so it's just pretty simple. And then here, it tends to cut this word off before that, and I just like to carry it over. And then we're done. And I just go ahead and export and we are good to go with the captioning. And it did not take super long. Back in the day, I used to do it all by hand, which was exhausting and very tedious and time consuming. But systems like this, it works so well. I think the personal brand and talking head social media reels has actually produced a lot of newer and better products to do some of the tedious stuff, especially in social media, because you got to turn over projects so quickly. All right, and then I just go ahead and shoot that over to Media Encoder. Right now, I've got about nine projects ready to go. And for social media reels, I just like to do them all at once because it makes it super easy versus one by one. And then I move on to the next reel. All right, guys, if you like quick tutorials like this, go ahead and drop me a like. I really appreciate you sticking till the end, and I will see you in the next one.